Morning guys, I'm Aidan from Dktuning. As you can see, this is the start of a brand new series. So basically it's going to be a vlog of the whole day's events at DK, so you can see exactly what we get up to, the laughs, the giggles, the cries that we have on a daily basis. We're going to go meet the team in a minute. Obviously you know a couple of them anyway because they're featured all the time, but we'll get a little bit of an introduction to who they are and what they do, what kind of cars they drive as well, because we have some very specific types of cars in as well, and have a look at the fleet of cars that we have inside the new unit. As you can see, obviously, yeah, we are inside the new unit. A little bit more echoey than the old unit because it's a lot bigger. Nice and tidy. I've also got a shelf to make later, which is absolutely brilliant. Cameraman making a shelf, but still. And then we're going to have a little look at everyone's cars, a little look at what we've got inside the DK workshop. And that's kind of going to be the first Monday vlog. And then tomorrow it'll be on to something totally different, I'm guessing, because we have loads of different kind of cars in every day. So let's go meet the team. So the first member of the team that we're going to be introducing is quite well known on the channel anyway. Shane, our welder, remapper and fabricator as well. Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Obviously we know a bit about you anyway. What car do you drive?
M1359. The car's very long.
Really?
I'm adamant I'm going to keep this one, but we'll see how it lasts. Loving it so far. Brilliant.
So when you first started with DK, we had a 3-litre V6 diesel Audi.
No, I had a 335i petrol.
335i petrol.
Then I had the Audi 3-litre diesel. Too boring for me. Not enough. So then I always wanted them on 335i, so I finally saved money up and managed to get one for a decent price.
It's a really nice car as well. What brake horsepower are you running?
Stock at the moment, so it's around 320. They go well in the box, to be fair, so they don't really need much doing to them. Pretty good all-round car, really.
Nice. And it is very fast, isn't it? A nice car as well. So just quickly, before we go over to introduce Ryan, what actually got you into cars in the first place? Obviously we know that you've had a couple of fast automobiles.
Yeah, I mean, cars is something that's grew with me since I've been about this big. So realistically, ever since a kid, I've always been into cars. Pretty much toys have just got bigger.
Yeah.
Faster, basically, just constantly.
From corgis to eventually a big one.
Full size.
Yeah, so let's go introduce Ryan, our main welder and fabricator. So over underneath this Audi TT, which we'll talk about in a little bit, is Ryan, our main welder and fabricator. So obviously you can see he's a little bit short. He does make up for it in aggressiveness.
He's standing on wood.
I'm standing on big boots, which makes a little bit of difference. So obviously, explain a little bit about what you do. Obviously, you're our main welder and fabricator, so every exhaust that comes through the workshop either comes to Shane or Ryan, mostly Ryan because obviously Shane's very busy with remaps. And your TIG game is on point, isn't it?
Yep, so I've come in primarily as a fabricator. I've come from a TIG background. I can MIG most of the systems we do just to keep costs down for the customers, but for the lucky ones who do want a TIG system, you get A-grade quality welds.
Exactly. And we'll show you a little bit about what we're talking about now.
Sip H, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live on curve.
And also just to get a little bit of a feel to what kind of person you are as well. What car are we running? Oh, what car have we got?
What car?
Yeah.
I've got a Mark
Don't have
one.
to list the mods because...
Insurance, I've got a completely standard Mark 1 MX-5 that has got no modifications at all.
They will see it later on, so...
So yeah, that's...
yeah, completely stock.
For insurance purposes, there is no modifications at all, but it will be running 250 brake early next year.
Yeah, so obviously, we'll come to Jake in a minute because obviously he's part of the reason why you got into drifting, isn't it? So explain exactly where you're going with this kind of car. So obviously we're on about, you know, turbo and stuff.
Step back a little
eventually.
bit. Step back a little bit. I got into motorbikes at an early age, and I've been riding motorbikes most of my life. I've never had a car. When my mate Jake over the back, unfortunately, a motorbike went missing from my possession. Jake took me drifting, and I'm like, what do you mean you're taking me drifting? That's something you see on telly. And Jake took me drifting, and we went to watch Round 2 Drift Cup in 2017. And then shortly after, the first car I bought was, I built it to drift. That's the whole reason of the car. I thought, I'll invest this money into the car. If it goes up the wall, it goes up the wall. Oh well. But that's what we do. Me and Jake, that's what we do, drift.
So obviously that's a little bit of an introduction into Ryan. Now we're going to go meet Jake, see what he drives, and exactly why he got into cars. So over in front of this Abarth is our main mechanic, Jake. Have a little bit of an introduction into who you are, what you do, man.
Well, I am the backbone of DK. My back's killing, so I'm trying to carry everyone. I'm joking. Yeah, but my name's Jake. I am the mechanic.
The main mechanic. So obviously Jake does a lot of the, I don't know, like turbo builds, anything that needs putting onto the engine that's not, you know, light. So like forge induction kits, started off a little bit doing that on Abarth and stuff, yeah. And then turbo conversions. Also, we would like to know what got you into cars. What car do you drive? Because this is 76 now? 76 car?
78.
78th car.
Over 6 years, not long.
Yeah. But he's had like 5 since he's been here, but yeah, we'll gloss over that.
The car I've got currently is the best, my best I've ever had. It was the best.
Yeah, so what got you into cars primarily? Obviously, Ryan's just mentioned that you got him into drifting, and that's a big part of who you are, isn't it?
Well, what got me into cars more than anything is me and Ryan, actually, funny enough, we've known each other for years. We used to BMX quite a lot. Obviously over the years you break things. I've got titanium pins in my arm, in my ankle. I've broken several things a lot of time. I just wanted the same adrenaline rush in a lot safer environment. My mate took me out of the blue up to Scotland. We went for a weekend away, went to this thing called Driftland Bash. It's pretty much like a competition where you watch Driftland. You want to go Driftland, you watch all the cars drift, smash up, mainly BMWs. It's like a bit like a overrated banger race, but it was great.
Yeah.
Went up there and got hooked on drifting, and then searched up on YouTube as you do. Next thing you know, a week later I had my second ever car, and it was a BMW E30 316, and I was hooning it and drifting around the streets. And since then, obviously, it's progressed, and I've had countless cars.
So many drift cars. Imports mostly.
Mainly imports, yeah. Some insurance has been through the roof, as you can imagine. And I've currently just purchased probably my most cleanest and probably the most expensive car I've had, which is now a 180SX, proper genuine import, and it's clean, mint, fully forged as well. So it's a bonus.
We will have a look at that in a little bit. I'm going to go around a couple of the cars that are owned by the team.
But now, yeah, but we currently work here at DK, and we fuel our hobby, which is spending money on tyres and going drift days, which we've got on book soon.
Exactly. This is the good thing about our little team, guys. Is obviously we're all petrol heads. We all drive fast cars, except for mine.
I'm about to say, except for Ian.
We all drive, you know, petrol cars. Except from Ian. Ian has a Mondeo diesel.
You won't see him, he's scared.
You won't see him. So I would introduce our main workshop manager, Ian, but he doesn't want to be on camera because he's old. He's one of them, isn't he?
He's
He's a very nice guy, yeah. Knows his stuff, yeah. Especially on Abarth. He's also Master Tech as well, isn't he? So,
but I'm going to have to stop you there. I've been told I'm now the Abarth specialist. I do all the TDO4 conversions, all the turbo conversions you can see here, which is a nice hybrid turbo. I do everything.
He thinks he's more than he is.
Everything. Abarth specialist.
So let's go upstairs and meet the office staff. Just before we go upstairs to meet the office staff, guys, I'll give you a little bit of an introduction into me, what I drive and ride, etc. So obviously I am the main face of DK Tuning. You see me in every video, be it on Instagram, Facebook, or here on YouTube as well. So I drive probably no, not actually the slowest. Not actually the slowest, because Ryan's is the slowest in stock form. No, I drive a Ford Fiesta ST150 with a private reg and stuff. Very nice car. You won't see that in this video, but I'll put a photo up now. A very nice little car. I also ride a Suzuki Bandit 600. And my job role is basically cameraman, editor, obviously annoying all of the guys with the camera in their faces all the time, talking to the customers as well, and all of that good stuff basically. So yeah, we all love cars. So let's go meet the office staff, see what they drive, what they do, and we can get a little bit of an introduction into what happens in here. So guys, we're up in the office now. We have 5 people working up here, which just to my right is our head of sales, Mark. Is also the owner of Abarth West Midlands, also owns with his wife an Abarth 595, which is why we do so many Abarths now. He also has a Abarth Panda as well. We don't know quite why he's got that, but obviously it's one of them. Then behind Mark, or behind to the back of the office, is Susie. She works on the admin and accounts. Behind her is Phoebe, who does the exact same thing but in a different way, manages all the accounts and stuff for DK Tuning. Behind her is Dan, the main director. We'll have a word with him as well. And on our left, in his own little bubble, he loves it over here, is Fab, who does all of our Top Gear, DK support, and also when you guys come in to have an ECU out remap, Fab also does that with K-Tag as well. Very knowledgeable, so we can come to him whenever we need some advice on mapping and stuff. So let's go have a word with Dan, and then have a word with Mark, and then go back downstairs and see what cars we all drive. I am. And also a member of the team is Amber, the office doggy. Stop trying to lick my face, goddammit. At the back of the office is actually the main man. Obviously you would have seen him in most of the videos.
Before you came around.
Yeah, exactly. Before he paid me to take over.
Yep.
So obviously this is Dan, the managing director of DK Tuning and Top Gear Tuning. We also have a lot of cars that you own here as well, that you let us work with as well.
Yeah, we've got to have our own little projects and stuff, haven't we? But yeah, we've got obviously the Golf R, which most of you have hopefully seen, the R700, which we're doing loads of work on at the minute. We're just waiting on parts from, overnight parts from Germany. Yeah.
If we have to, overnight parts from Japan.
But yeah, so we've got other bits and bobs on the go. We've got our little track Hayabusa that obviously
the Hayabusa Westfield as well, yeah.
Took down to Castle Coombe, which is a pure little race car. Probably be taking a load of customers out next year in that when it dries up. That'll be good fun.
Yeah, we're also thinking of turbo in that as well, aren't we?
Yes, at some point. So just when time allows, really. Obviously, customers' cars have to come first.
Exactly.
And, want to work on all our own, but customers have to come first. And we've obviously got the new little not courtesy car. Well, we've got a courtesy car, which is but we've just bought a track. A Bath car.
Yeah, exactly. The Copart build that you would have seen last week. Yeah. That is our newest edition, and also we have got the big engine AMG as well, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Just we got that back from a company we sold it to a couple of years ago, and yeah, it's the 5.5 V8 sort of bi-turbo. Bit of a beast, and obviously you'll see a video probably this week at some point of that, doing some draggy runs and some
740 brakes. So that's the highest brake horsepower car we have in the fleet.
Yeah,
at the moment.
And the heaviest.
Well, yeah, and the
it's
heaviest.
Like
yeah, and then the Golf R will be almost equivalent.
Yeah, hopefully, and probably half the weight. So that'll be
exactly. Yeah, so
that should hit.
I wonder if we could do a little drag race of them too.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That'd be an interesting video, guys. Yeah. Hit the like button if you want to see that as well. Right, let's go have a word with the main man, Mark. That is the first port of call when you do ring DK tuning. Mark is the one that handles all your calls. So guys, this is the main salesman, obviously the first person that you will talk to when you come through to DK tuning. You're also quite a big part of the Abarth scene, is why we have so many Abarths in as well, isn't it?
Huge amount, mate. Absolutely huge amount. Isn't that bad?
Nah, they're
not
great little cars to be fair.
Not at all.
So obviously you own with your wife a 595 comp.
Competizione.
Yeah.
Do indeed, yes. Yeah, slightly modified.
Yeah, so obviously the car that you saw Jake working on is actually Mark and his wife's car. Is having our new IHI turbo build.
Indeed, yeah. So we're going hybrid at the moment with some new injectors as well. So it'll be interesting to find out what we're going to get out of it. Looking more for torque, more than brake horsepower. It's what these Abarths are all about, is the little sprint courses.
Yeah, exactly.
And interesting.
I did mention before you do own. I'd call it a car, but it's not actually a car. An Abarth Panda, isn't it?
It's a great little car.
Yeah.
So underrated and still quite rare. Makes you smile, and that's the important thing about it. Great little car. Yeah, you've not driven it yet, so once you get to drive it, then you actually might enjoy it.
No, I'm not driving that.
Just feet all through and through, feet in my blood, so it's a fantastic thing.
And you're also a owner of the Abarth West Midlands as well.
Indeed, yes. So we took charge of Abarth Club West Midlands about 2 years ago. We got affiliated this year, even through COVID. So that's obviously my second job from home. Takes up a huge amount of time, but the guys just love it. Absolutely amazing.
It's doing really well at the moment.
It's doing really, really well. We're one of the second or third biggest Abarth club in the UK. Just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing club. Great bunch of guys. Hence why we get all these Abarths in now, which helps massively.
Loads of fast Abarths coming through at the moment.
Loads of fast. Should get a 400 brake horsepower one coming in just next year as well, so that'll be another interesting build. Yeah, another interesting build from my friend Julian. So yes.
So obviously we'll be using Mark's car as a guinea pig for all of our new little tester projects and stuff as well, which is really good as well. Right. That is the introduction of the team. Now let's go see their cars and then see whatever the guys are doing downstairs. And just at the front desk is our little receptionist, Jaquita. She is very, very nice. Does all of the receptionist kind of things. Outside of the workshop, guys, it is incredibly sunny. Jesus Christ. So we have the Abarth Panda in the background. Obviously Mark's just told you that that's his. I think it's about 100 brake horsepower, got a slightly louder exhaust on it. Not a massive fan of them. And it's just funny to take the piss out of him for having a Panda. So the next car is Ryan's Mark 1 MX-5, which is full on drift spec. It's got the hydro and everything inside, as you can see. Probably can't see actually, it's not great. Convertible. You can see the drift tyres on the back. And next to it is the famous 180SX, which is an extremely nice car. Jake's just bought this. Very clean example. Very sought after these cars are now, guys. Obviously, all the Jap fans all know. These are pretty much the first car that you buy for a drift car or a E36 BMW or an E46, and then you work your way up to a Silvia or a 180SX. As we walk over the other side of the road, we're just going to have a quick look at Shane's car. And over in the other little car park is a courtesy car that we've got for the customers, and Shane's 135i, which is a very, very nice car. Stock form at the moment, but still an absolute weapon. Obviously my car isn't here because I get a lift in with Ian, which is cars in the background. The E63 was outside of the DK tuning workshop, but Dan has gone down to another business meeting and took that. So we'll have a look at the cars that are inside and then we'll wrap up the video. Okay, so back inside the workshop we have a lot of cars in. So you can see over here we will have a full feature on this Audi TT 3.2 litre V6, and Ryan's put a straight through exhaust on it. It was too loud, we've changed it now and put two boxes in it, so hopefully it'll be a little bit quieter. Next to that is a Abarth 595 Competizione in for a decat and some other little solutions and little tweaks and stuff. There is a Fiesta EcoBoost ST line kind of thing. I think it's an ST line. In for a compression test because it's only firing on 2 cylinders instead of obviously the 3. We have the Mazda that we did the full turbo conversion on. Obviously that video will be out at some point this week as well. It's still in. We're doing a couple of data logs and stuff when we have time. We also have this Civic in. That's been in for some sill repairs. We also have over here our little fleet. Obviously the new Copart build Abarth 595 that we'll be doing. Obviously we're going to try and get 350 brake 4x4 conversion out of that. Whether it can happen, we'll see. We also have the Golf R700, which will be 700 brake very, very soon. We've bought all the parts. Obviously we're having them imported from Germany as well. Absolutely mad car that is, and obviously you well know that as well. And we also have the Hayabusa Westfield that Dan mentioned earlier on that we will be turbo in. So yeah, we have some incredible cars here at DK Tuning, and also in the background we have Mark's Abarth 595 that Jake is now doing the IHI turbo conversion on as well. So yeah, that is basically it for this video. Okay guys, so as you can hear, the TT is done, a lot quieter, less raspy, and also a nicer tone. Now, Ryan is going to be doing a back box stilly on this Volvo C30, which you'll probably see as well. And also, the rapper Hayden in the background is applying some special sun strips, which is also done to our Abarth here at DK Tuning as well. Put a very nice, there you go, look at that! Very, very nice sun strip with DK Tuning on it, obviously. And also over at the other Abarth that Jake has been working on for Mark, you will see in the full feature. We have over here, everything is now back on, the slam panel. We also have the new turbo fitted in the background. We also have the forge just being ready to be put on. We also have the decat downpipe on and the intercooler pipes down to the bottom. Now, the radiator is also on and we have the aircon rad on as well with the lights fixed in the correct position as well. So now we're just waiting for the intercooler to go on, and then Shane's going to be mapping it and then prime the turbo as well before that. And then obviously it's going to take it out for testing, which is going to be absolutely sick because this is literally a brand new setup that we've never done on a Abarth before, and we'll be rolling out to you, our beautiful customers. That is it for the first video of Dktv, guys. Hopefully you liked it, and come back for tomorrow's video where we'll probably most likely have a load of different cars to show you. So if you like the video, guys, please do hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and also push that bell notification. And if you want any work doing at dktuning, then please do not hesitate to message us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see ya in the next one.